Hello everyone, my name is Arushi and welcome to my channel. In this channel, we talk about all things product. My purpose here is to help you become a better product manager. In today's video, we'll talk about how I became a product manager and maybe you could learn a thing or two from my journey of getting the coveted job of a PM. A quick background about me. I am a computer science engineer who worked as a core Java developer for 2 years before I did my MBA, post which I got into product. I'll do another video on why I moved away from the developer profile to product management, but this video is about how I found my dream role of product. But before I go any further, guys, please subscribe to this channel if you want to hear more things about how to become a better product manager. So now coming back to my story, I got exposed to the product management role when I was working as a developer, and most PMs in my organization had an MBA background, which is why I even thought of pursuing an MBA. I remember when I got my MBA admit and I told my then manager that I want to quit my job and go pursue an MBA only to finally get into product, he told me to cut the story short and start my product stint right away. So I did the stint. However, that 2 month of stint with no business understanding and in an environment where all PMs had a business background, it felt weird to me. So I decided to go pursue that MBA anyway. In hindsight here, guys, I'd like to call out two things. This was back in 2016 where the product or the tech ecosystem in India was still quite nascent and we didn't have a lot of product jobs in the market. Because of this, I think I lacked the exposure and the understanding that the MBA background in product was not a norm that I expected it to be, but rather something that was happening in my organization but maybe not happening elsewhere. The second thing is that I had enough social capital in my organization that if I had pushed hard enough to get a proper guidance in the product role, I think I didn't really need the MBA. I was still a little bit confused between marketing and product when I was going for my MBA, and that became another reason why I thought I should still pursue it. Finally, I went for my MBA, and like I said, since I wanted to evaluate marketing as a profile, I did my summer internship in sales and marketing. That experience was one of the most profound experiences of my life. It helped me learn important skills of how to gather user insights, how to sell a product well. But most importantly, it taught me that my heart was not in sales and marketing, but rather in building tech products that users would love. I always look back to my experience that summer because I feel it built that basic instinct of user empathy in me. Back from my summer intern, I was in full vigor to apply for all product jobs that I could lay my hands on. I still had 1 year to go, so I thought I had enough time to really prepare myself and get that gig. So any organization that was hiring product managers between 2017 and 18 in India would have definitely seen my resume. So I reached out to friends, friends of friends, everyone in my network, asking them if they knew of an opening. But I think I was applying too soon. Since I had a full year in front of me, nothing really seemed to convert. Finally, I got that gig. I worked for a pre-seed startup which was run from one of the founders' home, and they wanted me to test the users' reaction to their beta release. This experience was amazing for me because that was the first time when I truly worked as a product manager and I gathered user insights for a technical product. However, after this experience, even though the startup wanted me to work for them full time, I realized I did not have the money to afford me and I had loans to pay. So I ended up going back to the job market and again voraciously applying everywhere, wherever I could get my hands on. The good thing by now was that I was towards the end of my final year of MBA and I could join whichever company could hire me. Finally, someone responded to my emails. It was a Series C startup called Lending Card in the fintech domain, and I remember they did 4 rounds in 3 days, and this is how the last round went. So just 4 hours before the interview, the VP of product called me and said that he does not think that I would be a good fit for the organization because he felt I couldn't handle the pressures of working for a startup. To this I replied that I was sure I could. He said that 4 hours later there's the interview, convinced me then. The moment I kept the call down, I knew it was a make or break scenario. I knew he was testing me and he wanted me to go above and beyond. The way I did it was I made a few wireframes for my own website which was selling myself, and long story short, just 2 days before my college came to an end, I finally had my product job at hand. Guys, this is my story. You might be wondering why I did a full video on this. I wanted to help you understand that the journey of getting into product is filled with obstacles. Sometimes you might have to do projects, send out cold emails, or just end up praying and asking for God to give you that one coveted job. It is hard, and it took me a year. Some of my friends, it took even longer, some shorter, but it's a journey which is fruitful at the end, and I'm sure you will get your dream job like I did. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share your comments in the section below, and I'll be very happy to engage with you. Thank you for watching this far. I'll see you next time. Ta-da!